April is Alcohol Awareness Month, an important time to shed light on alcohol use disorder.
Sarah talked to Gateway Foundation's Chief Clinical Officer, Jim Scarpace, to learn more how to spot the signs and symptoms and where to turn when you need help.
You know, one of the things a colleague of mine said, besides it being Alcohol Awareness Month, it's really important to help people prevent alcohol blindness. This is a serious disorder, so we really want people to be aware of it, to see it for what it is. And I think sometimes because alcohol is such an acceptable substance to use in our society, people don't realize the impact of alcohol use disorder and how it can create health problems for individuals who struggle with it. In fact, from a data perspective, we know each year as alcohol use related deaths are usually 50% greater than opioid related deaths. And in addition, we've seen a 30% increase in alcohol related deaths since COVID and have data to support that this will continue. So it's really important for individuals who are struggling with this to reach out for treatment.
So when you talk about alcohol blindness, it's so prevalent around us, we're just not even seeing it.
It's there and just people don't see it because, you know, they may be able to manage their alcohol use and so they expect everyone is able to.
So then what are the signs and symptoms when you get to the point where it's like, okay, this is a problem?
Yeah. You know, I think the biggest one that everyone needs to look out for is despite negative consequences, it's still hard for an individual to stop drinking or to reduce their drinking. Obviously, drinking more and more alcohol to achieve that same effect or to get that same feeling is also a concern. But we know this is an illness that affects not only the body, but the brain and behaviors. And so at Gateway Foundation, we really want to make sure and have successfully helped people treat this disorder and find recovery.
So let's talk about that approach.
Yeah.
At Gateway Foundation, you guys have locations all over our area to help people in need. What happens when you walk in the door?
I think that's a great question. The first thing is we want to make sure we treat this disorder comprehensively and holistically. So as individuals start to cut back on their drinking or try to eliminate drinking from their life, they might experience some serious withdrawal symptoms. And those can range from things like tremors and nausea and dizziness to things as extreme as seizures. So the first thing we want to do is make sure that we put a plan together and utilize a medication support plan to help them manage those withdrawal symptoms and make sure they safely can get alcohol out of their body without experiencing those side effects.
And in some cases that may even require medication.
Yes. Yes, and not only medication to help with withdrawal, but there's also medications out there right now that can help curb cravings and help individuals when they're back in the community or are living their life and are experiencing times when they normally would drink alcohol to help curb those cravings. And that's really where the second part of our treatment piece comes in, and that's in help treating the psychological components. It takes about 18 to 24 months for the brain to heal enough to manage high-risk situations or triggers. And those triggers could be things like depression, anxiety, relationship issues. And so we want to help patients develop skills so that they can manage those triggers and not return to drinking like they normally would have in the past. And then that third piece is around behavior, because this is an illness that affects the brain, it affects behavior. And so we want to help them develop a support plan that includes their family involvement in treatment so their family can be part of the recovery process, as well as linking them to support groups that can help them continue their recovery journey.
And when we talk about that support, I think one of the hardest parts for people that I always hear is just admitting there's a problem in that first step. Now, if you have anybody watching today, a family member saying, I know somebody that needs to get help, how can they reach out to you and what's their first step?
Yeah, so the first thing is recognizing that because this is an illness that really changes the way we think when we're struggling with it, it can feel like it's taking away your dreams, it can feel like it's taking away your goals, it can feel like it's interfering with your ability to have these healthy relationships you want. And at Gateway Foundation, we can help you get those back because we've treated thousands of people successfully for alcohol use disorder. I think the first thing is to call our 24-hour call center if you're just even having questions about whether or not treatment would be right for me, and that's 877-505-HOPE or 877-505-4673. Or if you're just trying to understand, you know, what does treatment look like and what are my options? We have a website, gatewayfoundation.org, that can walk you through all those steps and help you determine what type of treatment is right for you.
All right, if you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, you can reach out to Gateway Foundation. Their number is there on your screen, or you can find them online at gatewayfoundation.org.